Hey guys, Llama Grant here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta special color version, made by Figurized Standard. Here's a box, got Vegeta looking all mad in the Broly movie art style. Build the Ultimate Warrior, a bunch of poses, spoilers, Japanese. So there's the box, and inside the box obviously comes with the instructions, which shows how to build it, being this is a model kit. If you don't know what a model kit is, basically means you build it yourself from the ground up. So yeah, this paper, it's obviously not all in English, but I'm assuming it says cool things. There's a stand that's not included, but you can plug that into his butt as it shows there. And then assembly instructions with even more Japanese and shit. Like it says on the box, Vegeta does not come included with that stand that was on the paper, but he does come with this stand. That can be used for key blasts, poses, and such. Very simple stand. You just pop it out and pop it down a notch, depending on what level you want to be, what level of height you want. This is on a little rotation here. So you could use that for the included power blast parts, which we're going to get to in a second. But before that, you may have seen on the paper as well, there was a little sticker sheet. This is that sheet. This is basically just battle damage and logos if you want to put them on your figures. We got Goku's symbols here, Capsule Corp, which I'm assuming if you had the Trunks figure that also comes from this company, you could use those for him. So that's pretty cool. Of course, I don't really do anything with stickers unless they're absolutely necessary. So get that garbage out of here. Vegeta! We haven't looked at the accessories yet! Okay, so here are the accessories. It comes with the included stand, like I mentioned before. It also comes with two blast effect parts. It comes with this one, right here, which is pretty nice. They're both this translucent yellow, and it comes with this one here, which you actually have to detach this piece here if you want them to actually be posed with it, because you have to plug it into this little piece right here, which is a little difficult to get plugged in, but there you go. You get that going on. It's mainly meant for this one though, so that's more understandable. But this obviously came in like several different pieces, so you could you just, yeah. Oh shit. And that little mishap brings me into my next point. This blast effect part is pretty good. It's not loose or anything, except for these little shits which decide to fall off every time you try to breathe. There's little holes in the sides where these little ball joints just plug in, and that's the only way they attach. So sure, they're posable, but they're also extremely loose, and it sucks. It really is a cool look for this, being you could pose these however you want. But for me, whenever I pose them, I'm just going to be leaving these guys off because they're that annoying. In fact, it doesn't say this on the instructions or anything, but you could sort of just keep these in here if you're not using them, and line these back up. God damn it! Fuck! There we go. Then of course you could just put this back on. Now you don't have to worry about having those little things flop around because they're in there. and that's pretty cool. Okay, the stand. So, each one of these blast effect parts... Oh, by the way, this little piece can come off the end. It's not used for anything else, but you just plop that on there and take it off if you want. But like I was saying, each of the blast effect parts has a little peg hole somewhere on it so that you could plug the stand in, and you can, you know, position this all around, make him look like he's firing it. For this one, it can go on any of these holes. So that's... But the problem with those holes is it fucking sucks. In reality, there's actually a hole that's a little more round than all the other ones, and that's the one you're supposed to plug it into. But it's still loose as fuck, and... Oh, shit. Blast effect parts aside, he comes with 2 sets of hands, and where the fuck did that hand go? God damn it. He comes with 2 sets of hands, other than the ones that are the default fists. It comes with 2 sort of grabby hands. So, you know, if he was home alone with Bulma, he could just, you know, okay. He's also got 2 open-palmed hands. Again, if he's home alone with Bulma, he could... Okay. These have little hinges here, so along with the ball joint, they have the hinge joint, so that's a little bit more articulation. These are more specific. They're for the whole, like, final flash. But you could also use them for solar flare, I guess, if you want, even though Vegeta has literally never ever used that move. Taylor, you're a fucking idiot. Other than those hands, he also comes with this other alternate face, which is an angry expression. So that's pretty cool. That tongue in there is a sticker, unfortunately, but I think I did a pretty good job putting it in there, so it wasn't too bad of a problem. Vegeta! No! We didn't show him how to put the stuffs on. Okay, so to remove Vegeta's face, you just grab his face and pretty much just wiggle it off. It'll come off eventually. Bam. It's just a little peg in a hole right there, in which you can plug on the alternate face if you want. So now he's all mad, and probably rightfully so. Stop knocking me over, Kakarot! That was the worst impression ever. For the hands, you just pop them off. They're on little ball joints, and you can pop on the other hands, and this is where that little hinge comes in. Except if you try to use it, it pops out of the ball joint, and the camera doesn't focus because it's so garbage. Now can we look at Vegeta? Yes, we can. So here is Vegeta in all of his glory. I love doing these model kits. They're really fun to build. You might have noticed that I didn't do a live stream for this build like I did for my Gundams. I also didn't do a build for my previous model kit, which was the Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Goku from Dragon Ball Super. But it's just because I'm lazy as fuck. I mean, I don't have an excuse. But looking closer at this guy, we have some epic facial proportions and everything, looking real good. The only problem I do have with the face is the side profile. And that just looks a little too flat to me. I don't know if anyone else has a similar problem with it, but to me, I feel like his forehead should just be a little thicker, like it should come out a little bit more. From the front, it looks fine, but from the side, it kind of looks weird to me. I don't know why. Maybe it's just me. Post in the comments, but, yeah. For articulation on this guy, he's pretty articulated. He's got he's got a little hinge in the neck as well as a limited ball joint. But to sort of help with that, he's also got a rocking joint in the neck, so he could be like, hell yeah. In the shoulders, you could sort of pop his shoulder out a little bit more for more articulation, like twice. So this is how it works. It sinks in, and then you could pop it out once, and then you could pop out pretty much the whole joint, so you could bend it inward. So that's pretty cool, much like the Goku figure. And it's got the hinge, and of course it's on a ball joint there. We got rotation up here at the bicep. You got a single bend in the elbow. Wish they could have done double bend, but I'm not too upset about it. Ball joint in the wrist. For the torso itself, nothing in the upper torso here, but what do you expect? You do have rotation right here, although it is a little minor and it starts breaking the fucking figure. But if you do take that little piece off, you can swing him all the way around and do a lot of extra posing with him that you couldn't do with this tiny little piece. So I'd like to think that's intentional, even though I know it's not. Also, you can sort of bring his upper torso up a little bit on that ball joint, just a little bit like that, and you get some crunching, I guess. I'm probably just breaking the figure, but you know, it's cool. At the waist, you got another ball joint, so as you can see there, just you can rotate and move them all around. And the hips, much like Goku, you could bring down this little joint here for more articulation. Alone, it has a swivel and a ball joint in there, but with that added articulation, he can go really far out, and it's pretty unnatural looking, but so is anime in general. So yeah, once again with the knee, he's got a single bend instead of a double bend, but still kind of count that as a double bend since it's so close to being a double bend. Come on, guys. In the foot, you have the same really awkward joint that I commented on Goku, where it's just a pin in the foot, but it's got a little rocker and it can rotate, so a little more articulation in the feet than Goku had, so that's good for me. Overall, I like this figure a lot. I think he looks perfect as he is. I'm not going to put on the stickers because I really don't think he needs them. But he looks great how he is. And we've brought up Goku a bunch throughout this video. So why not? Let's compare Goku and Vegeta here. So here's the basic size of them. My desk is a little messy right now. Sorry about that. But I think that's pretty proportionally accurate. I feel like Vegeta should have been a tad taller, but then again, I could be wrong because Vegeta has been sort of getting shorter throughout the years, as some people have noticed, and it's really weird, but you know, what can you do? Here's another angle just to sort of put that into perspective. Since he doesn't come with a stand, you have to hold him for now, but here's a neat pose doing Final Flash. Overall, this figure's awesome, and I definitely highly rate it. If you want to get this yourself, you can. It's an awesome kit. Honestly, probably give it like an 8 out of 10, just because some of the problems that I mentioned in the video. But other than that, it's really cool. Hope you guys liked the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button to show me that you did. As always, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on any new content from the channel. And I'll see you guys later.